Right now at 10, a La Crosse community garden has a new owner, but the future plans are still keeping nature in mind. And hands-on education. La Crescent fourth graders learn the importance of protecting a precious resource. Plus, about 200 rural students meet with employers for the Crawford County Job Fair.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski. Emily has the night off. No one is hurt after a Coon Valley house fire this morning. Around 6 o'clock, a call came in for a structure fire on Hoff Lane in Coon Valley. News 8 photographers at the scene described the house as being fully engulfed by the flames. In addition to the Coon Valley Fire Department, first responders came from Westby and Stoddard to offer mutual aid. No injuries have been reported. A cat was in the home during the fire but was seen running from the home afterwards. The Coon Valley Fire Department asks the neighbors to contact them if they see the cat. Pictures of the cat can be found on their Facebook page.
Yeah, we do have some severe potential for the next couple days, but overall Saturday doesn't look too bad. If we look at the severe potential for tonight and tomorrow, it's very isolated. I'll spell out kind of where we're thinking of that could happen, but most areas going to remain dry once we get past the activity tonight, which is approaching from Iowa. Right now it was severe in Iowa, but it has weakened. The wind speeds are right there indicating that we are getting some gusty winds. As we zoom in right now, it's still at least about an hour to 2 hours away from really getting into the area, but that's what's going to be rotating up. We've had a few showers here and there this evening, nothing strong or severe coming through the area, but once again, we're going to see that line eventually approach the area by about midnight, come through about up to 2, and then by the time you wake up with the temperatures rising to near 60 in some areas, it's all really going to be dry and everything's going to be pushing off to the east. So you will see some thunder tonight, but the good news is once we go through the day tomorrow, fairly dry conditions for both locations as we go through, getting up to 70 degrees, potentially even warmer as we go through some of the areas further southeast. So later on, we'll kind of break down timeout where we could see a thunderstorm tomorrow. Most areas will be dry. Unfortunately, Sunday looks a washout type of day.
All right, we'll get those details in just a bit. Thank you, Greg. Well, changes are coming to the city's 2-week curbside large item pickup. Harder's Cleaning and Waste Management Service tells us its contract with the city of La Crosse was not renewed because of financial constraints. The company normally picks up bulky items around graduation and move-out dates for area universities. UW La Crosse is now unveiling a new program to try and help fill the void. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us live in studio with the details. Jeremy.
Ken, according to a statement by the city of La Crosse, large item collection is no longer provided by the city. Items that are too large or heavy to fit in your garbage cart are considered a large item. It is the residents' responsibility to dispose of large items. While the change could cause difficulty for students living off campus, those living on campus at UWL will have an option to keep many of their bulky items out of dumpsters and off curbs. Keela Kittleson remembers moving out her freshman year.
I didn't really have anywhere to put my futon and my other stuff, so it did sadly go in the dumpster.
Luckily, students on campus won't be facing that issue. Next month, 5 storage containers will be placed near campus dumpsters. It's part of UWL's Reduce, Reuse, Reimagine program.
The aim is to be able to give students the opportunity to be able to take their things from their dorm rooms. And rather than putting them in the dumpsters that end up in the landfill, we're going to be putting them in containers that will be taken to Habitat for Humanity.
Associate Professor Emily Whitney got the idea after walking through Habitat's Restore Center.
I passed off my card to one of the folks that was working there, and they got it to Amy Smith, who is the director of sustainability, and she gave me a call and said, hey, we have been trying to do a dumpster diversion program on the UWL campus. Would you be interested in helping us get that moving forward?
Whitney agreed to the program. She says it's a great idea because we don't always think of how we can reduce our consumption or reuse an item. She says it also saves space in our landfill.
If a landfill gets too full too fast, we have to find another huge chunk of land to put that landfill on and then create all of the infrastructure to make that landfill work and safe for the community and the surrounding areas.
The program comes at a critical time for large item pickup as the city of La Crosse is discontinuing its contract for bulk pickup.
We just had a contract with the city of La Crosse to do it, and then they decided not to do it this year. And once again, that was fine. It was mutual, you know. I mean, there wasn't any problems there. They just said that they weren't going to do it, and that was they just, you know, Just bagels.
For now, the program is only available for students living on campus at UWL, though the university says it hopes to collaborate with Viterbo and Western Technical College to expand the program to those campuses in the future. And once the pods get full, they will be taken to Habitat for Humanity, and another one will be brought. Once they're empty, the university, though, will return the pods to the company they're renting them from. Ken.
Thank you, Jeremy. Reduce, Reuse, Reimagine runs from May 2nd through May 12th. Harders is running a 2-day free shredding event so you can dispose of any unwanted documents safely. It's available tomorrow from 8 a.m. to noon. They had the first day today. Harders will shred up to 100 pounds of paper for free. After that, it's 27 cents per pound. To participate in the free shred event, head to the Harders Quick Cleanup office on Larson Street, and there will be signs directing you where to go from there. Mayo Clinic Health System has sold the land that includes the Washburn Community Gardens. A Mayo official says 360 Real Estate Solutions officially bought the parcels along 10th Street between Division and Ferry Street last week. The health system and 360 have been collaborating for months to get public input on the future of the space. A Washburn neighborhood representative says the community gardens have been around since 2008. Neighborhood residents have asked for 360's plans to include green space. And 360 has shared 3 tentative design ideas for the land with the neighborhood, all of which do include garden space. 360's plans also include space for 24 townhomes, 24 studio apartments, and 2 parcels for future Habitat for Humanity homes. The developer, though, still has to go through the city for the rezoning and final design approval. Baseball has an injury problem. Arm surgeries throughout the youth and professional levels of baseball continue to rise. Dr. Andrew Jagum with La Crosse's Mayo Clinic Health System says the trend is due in part to how the game has changed the last 2 decades. Kids these days are throwing far more innings, and those wanting to reach college and pro levels have to learn how to throw harder. Jagum says that kind of usage definitely takes its toll.
But really they think the pitch velocity specifically, so these guys and gals just throwing harder and harder in today's sport than they were 20, 30 years ago. And then things like more spin rate, again, getting more kind of action on the ball to get breaking pitches to break more. That motion combined with the higher velocity is what they think is just putting more and more stress on that elbow or that ligament specifically.
Jagum recommends not pitching a lot until you're at the high school level to eliminate wear and tear on the arm. La Crescent 4th graders are getting some hands-on education on protecting our water. The city of La Crescent put on the 2nd annual Water Fest at La Crescent Hoka Elementary today. Organizers set up hands-on learning stations to teach kids how water resources are crucial to both human and wildlife sustainability. Some of the stations included live fish and the chance to build their own water filters. One sustainability coordinator says the hands-on nature of the event always makes for a fun day of learning. Tonight, La Crescent Hoka Schools held their annual Lancer Night Out fundraiser. The event offered live music, silent raffles, and some grub, all thanks to the school's District 300 Foundation. Proceeds from the fundraiser will go towards scholarships for seniors and grants for teachers to go above and beyond. Though Lancer Night Out is a good time, the president's favorite part of the event is the payoff.
Whenever we actually get to hand out the scholarships, that's probably my favorite part of the whole process. Reading those scholarship applications and seeing how we can make an impact on our students' lives.
Last year's Lancer Night Out raised over $14,000, and Iman says they're hoping to top that number this year. Well, an uncertain future. Small businesses that rely on TikTok might have to start over after newly signed federal legislation.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I make fresh, delicious Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I make the Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Sure, that's take and bake. We built it with the freshest ingredients. You bake it fresh in your oven.
By you mean me, so technically, I make the pizza.
Super good pizza, Kylie.
Oh, Kylie, so good.
Right now, enjoy big-time taco flavors on a pizza with the limited-time Taco Grande. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
With the clock ticking on TikTok, millions of users, including small businesses, are scrambling to figure out what to do. The Chinese-owned company is threatening to go to court to challenge new legislation that could effectively ban the platform sometime next year. Here's CBS's senior business and tech correspondent Jo Ling Kent.
This is where you go live from.
This is where I go live from, yes. We support every business on here.
Brandon Hurst says TikTok has changed his life.
It allows me to go live, share who I am, but it also makes it easy for people to buy.
Since he started selling on TikTok last year, Hurst, better known as Brandon the Plant Guy, says he's tripled his business.
In the last year, we've been able to sell 57,000. Everyone always asks me, do you have a favorite variety of plant? Yes, I do.
His company is one of 7 million small businesses on TikTok. According to the platform, it has supported more than 224,000 American jobs.
Right, I have friends and family members that work for me and help package plants and orders. So this goes beyond just me now. This is like, a team of 8 other people that would lose their jobs.
Now that the TikTok ban has been signed into law, the Chinese-owned social media company has 9 to 12 months to sell to an American owner or be banned, forcing scores of entrepreneurs to look for a new home. In the meantime, TikTok plans to sue in federal court.
One of the biggest beneficiaries of a TikTok ban, of course, would be Meta. Instagram Reels is the most natural fit. It isn't exactly the same. You can replicate the technology, but you can't replicate the culture.
Where do you pivot your social media business?
I'm on Instagram. I've been doing business on other platforms. There's just not that many places you can live sell. So I haven't thought about it yet, to be honest. I'm not sure.
ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, said outright it does not have any plans to sell TikTok. And the CEO, Shou Chew, is leaning on TikTok's other recent First Amendment victories in U.S. courts, vowing it will, quote, prevail again. A celebration of nature in La Crosse. Some elementary students team up with city arborists to grow a better tomorrow.
And yeah, we got one system right here that's coming through that's providing our activity tonight, but the other one out to the west is one that we're tracking for Sunday. Good news is Saturday doesn't look actually that too bad. I'll break down when to expect the thunderstorms, if we got any strong or severe, and what the temperatures look like going into next week. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Get 3.99% APR for 60 months plus $2,500 cash back on Tundra Hybrid Capstone. Toyota. Let's go places.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. My mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you tires and batteries, trust and care, because we get you. So get out on the road and stay safe with quality automotive parts and service at unbeatable prices. Like buy 3 tires, get 1 free, plus up to $100 consumer rebate on select Cooper tires when you buy 4 by the end of April. 15% off assorted brake pads, shocks, struts, suspension parts, and more. And new Blaine's brand windshield wash, $2.99 a gallon. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
In 1925, a new furniture store opened its doors in Fountain, Minnesota. Now, 99 years later, we're Drury's. Same location, same family, the same philosophy. Sell quality furniture, keep the prices affordable, and give our customers the best service possible. 4 generations later, Drury's is bigger and better than ever. So we're celebrating with our 99th anniversary sale, our biggest sale ever. Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, celebrating 99 years of furnishing the area with quality furniture.
Sheelan's Carpetland, your family comes first. We're more than just a flooring store. We're your partners in creating a home that lasts a lifetime. Discover a world of comfort and durability with our huge selection. Whether it's cozy carpeting for your living room, timeless Sealands Hardwood for a classic touch, or versatile tiles that stand up to the hustle and bustle of family life. Sealands Carpet Land in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Toyota Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Today is Arbor Day, and to mark the occasion, the City of La Crosse Parks, Recreation and Forestry Department held its 35th annual Arbor Day celebration. First Lutheran Elementary School students helped the city arborists plant a bur oak tree in honor of the holiday, and city officials spoke on the importance of preserving nature in an urban world. If you'd like to see the tree that was planted today, you can find it in La Crosse's Myrick Park. Well, we could be in for a wet weekend in the Driftless region and beyond, it feels like. Let's get the latest from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Well, we're definitely going to hear some rumbles of thunder probably tonight for some areas, but Saturday doesn't look too bad, and kind of time it out right now. Mainly dry conditions. We do have some storm potential, probably closer to like the Wisconsin River area down there, maybe severe or strong. Otherwise, temperatures, depends if you have the sun, up to the north, low 60s. Could get 80 down towards Prairie du Chien in those areas. Otherwise, Sunday looks more wet area-wide, and especially as you go further south, more thunderstorms. Further north you go, especially north of I-94, more only just light rain, maybe some winds too. But this overall looks like the best rain, especially the morning time frame. I think afternoon will be more scattered going through the evening. Overall, right now, still the activity is well to the west. It's beginning to get closer to Preston and Decorah, but that's still going to rotate up. That's what we're watching for the next batch of precipitation to come through. That'll come through about 12 to about 2, kind of lift all the way up as it rotates, and it does weaken a little bit, but overall that's the time frame to see some rumbles of thunder, especially north of La Crosse up to Eau Claire. Areas south may not see much of this. By the time you wake up, temperatures have risen almost to the 60s in most areas. Then as we go throughout tomorrow, the big difference is going to be up to the north cloud cover, that southwest wind, but look at the sun starting to peek out towards the southern areas, Boscobel, Prairie du Chien, in those areas. That's where we could get back up to maybe up to 80 potentially by the afternoon time frame as that front kind of stalls there. Unfortunately, that's the area of concern down there for some thunderstorms maybe to develop towards the afternoon and evening. Meanwhile, up to the north, Eau Claire and Ladysmith area, just some low clouds hanging around, but still dry conditions. That's the good news. We're not expecting any rain. This is through the evening. And then just watch some of this stuff kind of bubble all the way up a little bit further north towards 8 or 9. So we might see a shower or two. The severe threat still looks to be to the south of the area. Overall, that's going to be the trend going into Saturday night. So the severe threat, really, you probably can push this line even further south for slight risk. Marginal as you go further north, but it's a very small chance. Then as we go into Saturday night into Sunday, as the next system brings a lot of showers and thunderstorms, pretty much widespread rainfall for Sunday morning. That'll kind of lift north throughout the area as that low begins to lift towards Minnesota towards the afternoon. So a lot of showers and thunderstorms. Potentially then we'll have maybe some breaks in the afternoon, but then we'll start seeing once again these bands rotate up through the area through the evening and overnight hours too. The evening hours we'll have to keep an eye on further south to see if we get any severe. Right now the threat is pretty low, but that could change if we do get a little bit of a break. So that would be the time frame to look for any severe. Right now it's pretty marginal, just a very small chance, but it would be afternoon and evening time frames if we do get breaks and further south that we do see some stronger storms. But overall it's going to be a wet Sunday for a lot of areas. Rainfall amounts right now, as you look through that, we'll see that amount start to keep, you can see 2 to 3 inches potentially in some areas. Once again, depends if we get the thunderstorms, lighter amounts as you go further north. For tonight, that thunderstorm's probably around about 10 to about 2 or 3 in the morning. That'll come through the area. These temperatures are right now. They should rise to near 60 in some areas as you wake up. Dry for the most part tomorrow. We're watching those storms maybe come late in the afternoon or evening, and that'll be south of La Crosse, closer to the Wisconsin River, with temperatures, once again, could hit 80 to the south, the mid-60s to the north. Sunday, on and off showers and thunderstorms. Those will continue into Monday, but there will be breaks. And then we have a brief break, maybe Tuesday, and then there's another system that could bring more activity through midweek too. So You'll hear some thunder probably tonight, but dry tomorrow. Sunday's probably the worst of the 2 days.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, day 2 of the NFL draft, and the Packers were focused on defense. Plus, a crazy ending to the Bucs playoff game. See if they got the job done. Cade is up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Forget about scraping and painting, fretting and fixing, and enjoy the beauty and low maintenance of new siding, soffit, fascia, and gutters for your home. Seamless steel siding and vinyl siding in many colors. Enjoy outdoor living with a new deck and railing, with a pergola or patio cover for protection from rain or snow, or get protection from bugs and bad weather with a 3-season porch. Serving your neighbors for over 30 years, superior products, superior installation, at prices lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements, prompt free estimates.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. I'm Cade Overton, filling in for Rob Schiff on this busy sports night. We'll start with some girls high school soccer. UWL hosting their annual girls soccer tournament this weekend. A lot of very good teams participating, including the Onalaska girls, who have yet to lose a game this season. The Hilltoppers facing off with Sugar River, who has just 1 loss on the year, and the Raiders would find the net first. Jenna Gentili finds an opening inside, fires a shot into the back of the net. Sugar River takes a 1-0 lead. That would be the score at half, but just seconds into the second frame, the Hilltoppers putting the pressure on. Amaya Tessing crosses it in, and Isabella Kramick finds the goal. We're all tied at 2. Later in the half, Tessing just outside the box, and she's going to fire in a laser, goes top shelf for the goal. That would be the difference maker. Onalaska wins 2-1. 10 schools hitting the track this afternoon at GET, and the Red Hawk Junior setting a personal record on the pole vault. Sawyer Smock takes first place on his home field. On to some of the races now. West Salem dominating the 4x800 meter relays. Panthers pulling away from the competition on both the girls and the boys side. And then in the 100 meter hurdles, it's Arcadia's Jerson Sanchez. He's going to win it by a hair. The sophomore takes first. Girls 100 meter dash now. CFC Cecilia Dittrich. She was flying. The Pirates Junior pulls ahead of the pack for the first place finish. And on the boys side, this one coming down to the wire, but Arcadia's Landon Bremer with one last burst, crossing the finish line in first. 1,600 meter run at CFC sophomore Addie Dillman for first place. And then for the boys, West Salem's Brennan Garbers clocks in just under 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Let's go to the 4x200 meter relay. Sparta secures the first place finish just ahead of CFC. Okay on the fall. We're all good. And on the boys side, it's Arcadia ahead of the pack. Raiders finish just over 1 minute and 35 seconds. Girls 400 meter dash. It's the hometown girl Kaylee Haug flying in at just under 62 seconds, and the Redhawks making a 400 a clean sweep. What can't Cody Schmitz do? The senior setting a new PR as he finishes in first, as GET would sweep both the team scores. The NFL draft continued tonight, and the Packers have added a few more names to their draft class. They traded out of the 41st spot and ended up taking Edgerrin Cooper, a linebacker out of Texas A&M. Then at pick 58, they took Javon Bullard, a safety from Georgia. Both of these guys were big-time defensive players in the SEC. Cooper was an All-American last season, while Bullard was a national championship game MVP just 2 seasons ago. Then in the 3rd round, Packers picked up USC running back Marshawn Lloyd and then went back to the linebacker with Tyron Hopper. NBA playoff action, Bucks Pacers game 3, and this one was a thriller. Pick it up, 4th quarter. Chris Middleton hits the fadeaway mid-range. That puts Milwaukee up 2. Later, 4th quarter winding down, Halliburton for 3. That's off, but Pascal Siakam gets the rebound, puts it back in, plus the foul. Free throw was missed. Pacers up 3. Bucks still down 3. 7 seconds left. They need a miracle. Chris Middleton with the defense all over him and somehow gets the shot to fall. We're going to overtime. In OT, under 15 to play. Bucks down 3 again, but it's Middleton again. Banks in the 3. We're all tied at 118, but the Pacers still had time, and Halliburton slices up the defense, gets the floater to fall, plus the foul as the Bucks lose in a heartbreaker, 121 to 118 in overtime. Middleton finished with 42 points, 10 rebounds, but it wasn't enough. Pacers take a 2-1 lead in the series. Game 4 set for Sunday night. Timberwolves also in some playoff action, but their game didn't tip off until 9:30, so a little early in that one. Minnesota leads this series 2-0. Game 4 will be Sunday. In the MLB, Brewers hosting the Yankees, down 2 in the 2nd inning, but Joey Ortiz sends one to deep left field, and this game is all tied up. Very next inning, a man on for Blake Perkins. He gets all of this baseball high and deep to right. That's gone. A 2-run home run. Brewers take the lead, but the Yankees weren't going anywhere. 4th inning, 2 men on, and Trent Grisham smokes this ball. That leaves in a hurry. Yankees would take the lead, but Ken, I know that score said 6-6, but moments ago, we have a walk-off. You were watching it?
We got a Joey Ortiz walk-off. Ortiz, like you just said, first big league home run, and then he gets a walk-off about an hour and a half later. What a night.
Sack fly in there for him. What a game for Joey Ortiz.
Kid.
And needed that after the Wade Miley news. He needed that big win. Gotta love it.
The rotation is, it's not looking good, but the hitting is fantastic right now.
Hitting's fun. It's a young, fun team. Let's see where the season goes.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching sports. More news after the break.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford SUV. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for new adventures or dominating the day-to-day, there's a Ford SUV waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Now, get 1.9% financing for 66 months plus $3,000 flex buy cash on a new Ford Edge. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Must have been hard to adjust with everything going on.
Didn't know how to air your grievances.
Maybe things got too heated.
Or the cost of running was too high.
All right, I did it. Okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I need an expert.
I've heard all I needed to. Great job, Brooke. Read him his rights.
You have the right to a great company with over 50 years of combined experience.
That's just a matter of conditioning.
G&T, closing the case on all your heating and air conditioning needs.
Save up to 30% off your bathroom remodel with your home improvement company. Whether you need a complete bathroom remodel or a simple tub to shower conversion, we can complete your project in as little as a day. Our installers are trained and certified professionals, so your project will be done right the first time. Call now to get this amazing offer and enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Schedule your in-home consultation today to take advantage of these great savings. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a luxating patella or floating kneecap? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in using both tibial tuberosity transpositions and block trochleoplasties to safely repair your pet's injury. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics today.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A Wisconsin 8th grader is now a hero thanks to his quick actions on the school bus. He noticed the bus was beginning to veer into the oncoming lane and the driver was not responsive. That's when he jumped in and saved the day. Mike Biermeister spoke to the heroic student.
An anything but typical end to the school day, as a school bus dropped off students from Glen Hills Middle School Wednesday evening. The driver suffering a medical emergency. That's when 8th grader AC Holland III stepped in.
We was driving home. We were on 26 in Villard, and the bus driver turned on Villard, like on the street. I walked, see if she okay, and she ain't respond, so her foot was still on the gas. I scooted her over, moved her foot off the gas, and I just turned the wheel and pressed the brake at the same time.
The bus finally coming to a stop, AC quickly called 911. The bus driver was able to regain consciousness and help arrived.
First thing went through my mind is like, so wait, you drove a bus? And yeah.
AC's father tells me he wasn't surprised. Their family works on cars together. He's been teaching his son a lot about the ins and outs of mechanics.
He's an ace.
An ace even coming to the rescue for us this evening. The 8th grader helping jumpstart our news car when the battery died. Skills he's learned and become confident with, putting them to the test.
I just proud of him.
His classmates also proud, calling him AC Hero during our conversation.
I'm just glad that I was able to get everybody home safe and make sure that everybody was okay.
A smart young man. And the principal says the school bus driver is recovering. Greg's got a last check of your weekend forecast right after this.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Shop for a cause at Home Seasonal Concepts. Home will give you 10% off sale prices on porch and patio when you donate $10 to help ovarian cancer research. Give $10 and get 10% off sale prices now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this, LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them? We gotta fix this. It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. Feels good. And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
Quality time
with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments, like devouring your first slice of crispy oven-baked taco pizza loaded with 7 layers of classic taco toppings. Or your wedding. Both are life-changing. One-of-a-kind new taco pizza, only at Taco John's.
Right now at Home World Rugs, get 10% off Area Rug sale prices. Choose from many different shapes, sizes, and patterns, with Area Rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 10% off Area Rugs, going on now at Home World Rugs.
All right, tonight we're still watching that band come up. That'll probably be here in about another hour to 2 as it lifts northeast. That's what we're going to really see overnight, and then additional activity. But by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, it's probably going to be over with. And for the most part, for the rest of the forecast for Saturday, it looks good. But Sunday, different story.
Yeah, not so good.
Yes.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 10, everyone. Have a safe weekend.